A city known for its incredible skyline, its nightlife and beaches, today centered around this venue, Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And here we go from Miami. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. He's taking a shot on his first play. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. Launches one deep downfield. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The first carry now for the rookie out of Ole Miss. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Going to the ground again on first. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. They give it to him again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Ritter. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be Dolphins football. The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins go up 6-0 here in the first. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. There's a give up the middle. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Another carry for him. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. He fields this at the 18. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. Galloping inside the 40. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Complete to Raheem Mostert. 1st and goal at the
From the red zone now. Quick slant complete. And in for the Miami touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Ritter to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air, 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 38. That's Hill working the sideline, complete. And he goes out, just needed one more step to reach midfield. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll try it right with Mostert. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They just get the play off. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We play one here on... We're back for the 2nd quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. Running back sent in motion. He's got it. Touchdown, Miami. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Starting at the 10. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Hauled in left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Now Ritter. Throw left side, complete. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. Slot man motioned over. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing here, Ritter. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Oh, nice punt, and the fair catch going to stick them at the 7. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Completed over the middle. Still going through the 25. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now a give. It's Mostert headed right. Across the 45 and still going. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins continue piling onto this lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Ritter looking to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. At the 20. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs start to fight back with their first points of this game. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. And the kick is good. And the Chiefs cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Butker on now to kick this one away. Brown with a return here. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. He lets one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins continue dominating in our opening half. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Here's Ritter. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Second and 10 now. He's got a man left. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Markers reset, ball at the 37. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Ritter setting up to throw. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. New set of downs for him from the 46. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's into the hands of Mostert. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. First and 10 from the 41.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw it. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Running back sent in motion. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Broke through the tackle. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Complete out to the right side. To the 15. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. And it's the Chiefs taking over on offense. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Connects on the crosser. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. They sent it out to New York just to be safe, and the folks there saw enough to change that call. Second and 8. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing third and long. Ritter to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, oh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Makes the grab. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Chiefs.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
Has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs chop some of the lead off before the half. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs get it back to a 14-point game. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. A give to Mostert out of the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They go play action on 1st. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it'll be 2nd down. Pass play coming here. This finds Mostert. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. On the move, past the 40. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Throwing now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 34-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They send a man in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Ritter. It is cut left side. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. He's going deep. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
A final throw before the break. He's trying to go deep again. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here's a return from the 7.
Recovered by the receiving team.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Ritter. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Dolphins get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half. That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that.
And in for the Miami touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throw left side, complete. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing from the gun here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing here, Ritter. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
With the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up. And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Ritter looking to throw. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the third. The Chiefs offense staying on the field. They're going to try for two.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. This is caught. And he's in. The two-point try cuts this lead to 16. That makes this a two-score game. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a three-possession game. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins stretch the lead to 23. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
2nd and 10 now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Ritter setting up to throw. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside.
And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
That's caught. He found some space. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. We're slated downs to approach here from the 40. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I'll tell you what, anytime we get to see this safety display his range, it's a thing of beauty, not just in the passing game, but look at him navigating all that traffic downhill and applying the hit to stick it behind the line.
And they bring him down around the 34. And Kansas City going to the dime look on 3rd down. We've got 6 DBs out there. They've got a man in motion. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And 4th and 4 coming up. So the Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit for a try here. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the lead goes unchanged from 17.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Caught by his back. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Metcalf there to bring it in. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Caught by the open man. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the Chiefs' 16-yard line.
They'll try and throw it here. Forced out to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 16-point ball game. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Dolphins take a 3-possession lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Ritter. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got a man left. Again, he's got room. Inside the red zone. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff headed left to Mostert. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 39. That's complete to Wilson. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They kick the running back in motion. Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Looking for a throw here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the red zone now. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it sets up 2nd down. Here's a give inside to Mostert. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Third and short here, trying to pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 3-possession lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying for the deep ball. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing from the gun here. Finds his back complete. And this one does not go far. Working quickly here. Second and 8. Cut near the goal line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play.
And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give...
Oh, no, they get him yet again! Butker on now to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Mostert. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 27. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8. Running back sent in motion. Has him on the quick hitter. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Okay, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
That one hits the ground incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Working inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Oh, nearly got to the end zone there. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field, unfortunately.
And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Dolphins have likely locked up the win right there. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. Dolphins leaving the offense out there as they try for a 2-point conversion. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Ritter to throw. He put everything he had into this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now Ritter. Cut along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up third down. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Ritter setting up to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins making a 24-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Getting right back to it after that interception. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so 2nd down coming up. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. They kick the running back in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. So with this one seemingly in their pocket, a chance to pad the lead here, 1st and goal. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Through the defense it goes. Room to burn. The 40. Into the red zone. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and more?
And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Dolphins get on that football.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. On the move, headed right. He's going to get this over the middle to Wilson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. look at this. He's setting up to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins stretch the lead to 23. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Ritter trying to push it deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire. That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They send a tight end in motion. They're going play action. This is reeled in by Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing it again here. He's loaded another one up. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. And it's a very happy holiday for these guys as they take the victory here on Christmas. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.